Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night, but for now, let's get into the video.
Hi, where are the real men at? The ones who are not on Instagram liking AI pictures of with because I also have and I will show them to you so that you don't have to look at AI pictures.
And I would rather pay the $15 a month for the AI pictures instead of the $4.99 to see you. But since I'm not a real man, I think I'm gonna pay the girl working the street corner instead. But for next time, I would love to hear from you what a real man is, so maybe I can become one. Who would even know what a real man is if not the girl that sells her holes for $4.99 a month?
So my sister has been in a relationship for 3 years with a man who's gifted from God himself. And I said to her just then, I said, if you didn't have him, you would struggle just as much as everyone else to find a good man to get into a relationship with. And she said that because she's what?
I said I'm quite likable
And you what?
and I know how to talk to men.
So because she's likable and she knows how to talk to men, she thinks that she would go and find another one just as easy.
That's exactly what I said. No offense to everyone else out there who's finding it a little bit
So
tricky.
those of you that are finding it very hard to find a man, it's just because you're not likable, right? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Do you hear it out loud now and it doesn't make sense? Exactly.
Now it makes perfect sense, and your sister was absolutely right, and she should have said yes instead of no. I can fully understand why that hurt your feelings, but she's absolutely right. Funny enough, that is what men are looking for, and funny enough, you would rather give credit to your sister's boyfriend for her being in a relationship instead of giving credit to your sister. Get over your feelings and admit she was right.
Dating in America and Australia and all the Western cultures just makes me so depressed. So depressed. Because I feel like there is no appreciation for another gender from both sides. People just don't have that respect, deep appreciation for each other. Men just basically hate women. And women just feel just same for men. It's it's a problem that I don't think like you can fix until you find it in yourself. Do you get frustrated about someone? Do you get frustrated about men? Do you get frustrated about women you date? And you gotta fix this. You gotta fix this and fall in love with each other, sort of, with the other gender, appreciate it for what it is. But in Western culture, it's all lost. Nobody understands anymore.
Except for you is what I'm guessing. You understand, right? That's why it was so easy for you to say men hate women, and when it came to say the same, you circled around women, the same about men. How's this? Find me a single man on TikTok or any other social media platforms that will just post a video saying out loud that he hates women, and I'll find you at least 10,000 women just on TikTok saying out loud that they hate men. But you already know you're not gonna find a single man. So men are just supposed to take you seriously when you can't be honest even for a second. When you post videos circling around the truth or just simply lying, do you think that's gonna make dating easier? Cause I don't think that it will.
Partnering up with a man is really the only way that you can get relief from that societal pressure, because people don't expect the same level of attractiveness from partnered women that they do from single women. I think one of the reasons why women are like, oh, I could never be single. Oh, I'm so glad that I have a partner, isn't because they love their partner so much and he's great. It's because the idea of constantly being viewed as an option by the male gaze is exhausting for women. We have been socialized to perform femininity while we are single so that we can attract men and ultimately become partnered, because under patriarchy, that's how you gain power and influence. But it's exhausting. It is exhausting. And for most women, being on the market for only 5 or 6 years, that's as much as they can do. They're like, no, I want to be married before I'm 25. I certainly want to be married before I'm 30. Not because I can't stand living alone or not being partnered, but because it is exhausting continuing to perform femininity at the level required to attract total strangers. It is exhausting.
Yeah, I'm sorry I got bored. But you'll never guess what she said next. She's happier being single, and this exhausting part is optional, and she's not taking part of it because, oh yeah, she's happier being single. So it's not exhausting then, because you're not taking part in whatever stuff you need to do to attract men. Dude, this lunatic will stop at nothing to justify somehow their poor decisions or their sad, miserable, pathetic lives, trying to make somehow married women look bad. I'm not married, and obviously I'm not a woman, but if I was one, they would hear me laughing so hard from the other side of the world. Oh, I'm not happily married because I love my husband and he loves me. No, I'm happily married because I don't want to put makeup on every time I leave the house. This lunatic skipped her medication today, didn't she?
I just taught a yoga class at Equinox, and one of my students came up to me.
And what we know, it didn't work out. But this should be a sign that men should approach women at the gym. Oh, well, why didn't you put it this way since the beginning? Because this is exactly what I needed to hear. Maybe men could approach women. Ah, screw that's crazy talk. Men should approach women. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to go ahead and do that. If I only knew that was required somehow, I would have done that even when they were yelling at me to not approach them for some reason. Because I should approach women. No. Yes, I know that's the worst word for you to hear, but no.
So this guy ghosted me out of nowhere, right? And for the longest time, I had no idea why. But ultimately, I found out what it was. We had matched on a dating app, right? And he had updated his dating profile like not long after he ghosted me. And he changed one of his Hinge prompts with "I go crazy for a girl that isn't out partying all the time." And because as of this year, I'm suddenly like a party girl, clearly he was bothered by that. So instead of being a man and telling me straight up, "I don't like your partying lifestyle," which, whatever, you're boring, just say that. He could have just said that to me and I would have been fully okay with that. I would have been like, fine, I'm not going to see you then because I'm not going to change my lifestyle for you. And like, he kind of was boring and was into gardening, but like, I'm not going to stop you from your passions. You know, that's something that you like to do. I'm personally not going to do that, but like, check the guy that ghosted you if you met on a dating app. Check his prompts as of recent and see if he changed anything that called you out specifically. Right after he ghosted me, he got a girlfriend. So I think that's ultimately what it was my partying. And hey, I like partying. I like having fun. I wasn't always this way, but as of recent, that's just been my vibe. And if you don't with that, that's fine. You don't have to, but also tell me, like, communicate. I don't know.
Well, I do. After listening to you for just 1 minute, I fully understand ghosting. Never fully agreed with ghosting before, something I will never do, but I start to understand why people do it.
I just love how every time there's a hate comment to me on Instagram, it's liked by the biggest loser from my high school. Like, no thank you. Just because things aren't going well for you doesn't mean you need to bring that negativity over here.
Yeah, I know you're expecting me to comment on what she said, but I don't speak Blondinese.
Men are getting more evil, okay? I had an evil situationship over the summer that made me down bad for a couple weeks, and I thought he was the devil. But then I had another situationship this past October. We dated for like a month, and I need to tell you how evil this man was because it's unfathomable. Okay, so we met on Hinge. First red flag, I don't know why I thought this was okay. But I've had good experiences with guys on Hinge before, and he seemed like very blunt and very like into meeting me and getting to know me, and we were texting all the time and like real deep conversations. I was like, wow, we're getting along really well. So we met up on a night out because I had just got back into town, and he ended up coming home with me, and we didn't do anything, okay? We literally stayed up till 4 a.m. and talked. The next morning, he kind of wanted to, but I was like, you shouldn't have talked to me until 4 a.m. if that's all you wanted, right? Okay. And he was like, no, like I wouldn't have stayed up till 4 a.m. if that was all I wanted. Let's go get breakfast. And I was like, okay, solid. So then this, like, he is just all green flags. He met my friends, all green flags. I met all of his friends. He took me out on real dates. He took me to a speakeasy, like planned this whole date. Bought me everything I wanted all the time, like paid for everything. Such a gentleman, like had the sidewalk rule down, the car doors, everything, okay? He was a perfect gentleman. All my friends loved him, said that they saw nothing wrong with him. His social media was no red flags, nothing, okay? Then we have one day on Halloween, okay? We're having a great time at a bar crawl, and we go home together, and it's totally fine. Like, everything is completely normal. The next morning, he leaves, we say goodbye, and I'm like, oh, see you again soon. He says, duh, of course, like, I'll see you soon. I was like, okay, yes, like, love that. No, that was the last time I ever saw him.
Yeah, and the video is over 5 minutes long. Even she doesn't think it's because they slept together and he blocked her the next day. And I don't either. She thinks it's because he got back with his ex because reasons. And no, I don't think that. No, princess, it's probably or most likely all about what you were wearing on Halloween. All green flags, perfect gentleman. He didn't want it to be seen with you. Even more when you think it's a red flag because you've met on Hinge. If it's a red flag because you've met on a dating app, then what does that make you?
See, one thing about me is I really care about how I look. And if I feel like somebody is stressing me out to the point where I now am being affected by boyfriend, relationship, friendship air, then that person is going to be gone and I will remove myself from the situation. Because no one on God's green earth is going to make me look ugly. I don't care. I do not care. That's where I draw the line.
Well, good for you. And I have a feeling time will fix everything. And no, just because you came up with it, friendship, boyfriend, relationship, friendship air, it's not gonna become a thing.
Excuse me, do these turkeys get any bigger?
Nah, love, they're dead.
And this is gonna be it for today. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.